Thank you so much. The gathering of the individuals in the room here today and our wonderful friends on Zoom is pretty incredible. Collectively, we serve thousands and thousands of practices, and we serve them in our unique capacities, but I believe we share many things in common. We're trying to help these practices grow. We're trying to help grow dentistry as a whole. We're trying to help streamline dental practices and help them provide excellent care. So today I'd love to share first an overarching thought concept that I think that we can all relate to, then quickly discuss how we can help practices together stand out online, connect conveniently and acquire new patients, and then grow through their patient experience. Technology changes our expectations. Catherine literally just wrapped up saying that many of your clients may have different expectations at the end of all of this. In my short life, I've seen the advent of the car phone, the bag phone, the internet, the cell phone, Tinder, Facebook, Instagram. It's really changed so much about the way that we communicate with each other. It's offered more connectivity than we could have ever imagined, but truly technology has changed and left its mark on us forever. Partially due to the fact that many of us are sitting with one of the 6 billion smartphones in circulation. This is an incredibly integrated, personalized, convenient device, and it has taught us, along with other technologies, more than anything, that we value convenience. As I put up some of these logos, I want you to think about your personal relationship with each one of these brands. How has it changed the way that you purchase, the way that you watch TV and movies, the way that you listen to music, the way that you view a yellow cab or public transportation, the way that you order food, the same way I did to my hotel room? Or Tinder, expediting for those of us who are single and many who are not, finding their soulmate. So what do patients expect in 2021? When we talk about expectations and patient experience, how will they find the practices that we serve? How will they connect with them? How will they pay them? How will they schedule with them? How will they fill out forms? And how will they receive ongoing educational and continuing communication throughout their patient experience with the practice? Really, I want to start by talking about standing out online, because the patient experience in 2021 starts long before the patient is in the practice. Oftentimes, patients are now relying heavily on online reviews, and it starts with a simple search like dentist near me, best dentist in Mesa, Arizona, cosmetic dentist, emergency dentist when a chip is tooth on vacation in Hawaii and they need someone that provides excellent care ASAP. Patients are reading these reviews, and more importantly, patients are influenced by these reviews. Google is the #1 search engine in the world, and so the practices that we serve, we need to educate them and help them understand that Google reviews and claiming their Google My Business page and sending frequent reviews from their patients is actually affecting how they're standing out online, whether they are selected over local competition, and it truly is social proof and has replaced the referral of a friend or family member. Google is constantly tracking 3 things as a data company. That's the star rating of the practice, the number of reviews that that practice has received, but third and most importantly is the recency or the frequency in which the practice is being reviewed. If the practices you are not serving, if they're not receiving daily, and if not daily, then weekly reviews, we need to talk. Because we have a platform where our review system is actually powered and authenticated by Google. There's no additional step. It's literally, we're one of 3 companies in existence that our reviews are powered by Google. It skips a whole lot of the mumbo jumbo that causes patients to drop off. And as we know, many systems are sending review requests. We notice that there aren't many practices that are getting frequent reviews. So this is something that Swell comes in firstly to help practices stand out online. But as practices get more online reviews, the simple goal there is the social proof, and it's really to drive additional traffic to the website and to social. So if we're standing out online and patients like what they see, hopefully they're clicking on and they're engaging with our website, but now we need to ask ourselves, are we prepared to receive additional communication other than a phone call in, a phone call out, or an email? So we're advocating that practices, and you ask your practices these questions. Do you have omni-channel approach? Are you offering two-way text message, web chat that converts to a quick two-way text message, Facebook Messenger integrations to allow patients to reach you where you are, where they are? All of this additional connectivity can essentially fill the top of a funnel and add more patient prospect conversations than practices have ever seen by simply getting frequent Google reviews and adding additional connectivity. So things like response time, the difference between an email or an 8 to 10 minute phone call asking if you accept their insurance, or annoying questions that neither the front desk nor the patient wants to go through, but rather a quick two-way text conversation with a submission through your website can give them answers and provide that excellent patient experience that we've been talking about. Same with online appointment requests. How are patients scheduling with the practices that we serve? They should really be able to hop on in today's age and at least request general days and times that they'd like to see the practice. The practice will receive that in real time, check their schedule, and then let the patient know through a text conversation where the mobile phone is on the patient at all times. And you can really streamline a lot of these situations that patients are trying to engage with the practices. Not all communications are created equally. We say open the gate and let patients meet you where they want, when they want. So in terms of this patient experience, all of this connectivity, how can they find you, schedule with you, pay you, fill out forms? These are all solutions that Swell has built into a platform, but this is all in all to build on the fact that the patient experience is just as important as the dentistry that the practice is providing. These patients do not understand what sort of clinician that the doctors we're serving are, but they do understand and feel in a very real sense the situation and the experience that the practice provided. So what we're trying to do is, once again, asking our practices these questions. After you're standing out online, you've connected conveniently, and you've provided care, what are you doing after the fact? Are you soliciting feedback in a public and a private way in a convenient one-step process that patients will actually engage and will be willing to continuously engage when you send sequential text and email messages on insurance, use it or lose it, or COVID updates, or implants, sleep dentistry, sleep apnea, all of the above? We really are just trying to change the way that we engage with patients. How are they scheduling future appointments? Are you still sending them paper invoices when they're 30 days, 60 days, 90 days overdue with their balance? Or can they receive a text message to their phone, pay with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, any major credit card, and zero out their balance in the palm of their hand while they're binge watching Netflix? All of these things, it's really, once again, technology has certainly changed all of the conversations that we're having today. And our goal is really, as you're standing out online with the practices you work with, they're connecting conveniently to their patients, but then ongoing, we don't want to see them as just patients. We're trying to help practices build practice champions. Not just individuals who will walk in the door, receive a quick drill and fill, and walk out the door with an attitude of indifference, but instead a patient that loved the experience that they had with the practice, that are willing to share feedback, bring in like-minded patients and individuals and shout your name and your brand and your client's brands from the rooftop. Really, the goal of Swell and why Swell exists is three simple things: to help practices stand out online, to help them connect conveniently and convert more new patients than ever before, and then to grow through the patient experience. So our platform is growing, and we are robust. We now serve over 3,000 clients, many of them thanks to you, and I'm honored to have partnered with so many of you. We really look forward to working more closely with you and helping practices understand some of the contemporary tools that are available. And so with that said, we do provide agency and consultant accesses. I know in the room and on the Zoom call right now, there are many who have 10, 20 of their clients with us that they actually are logging into Swell and checking leaderboards and checking that their web chat response times are up to speed, or how many submissions they received this month. month, or how many Google reviews they've had in the last 12 months, or on a monthly basis. So we've provided those views so that we can work closely and partner with each one of you and the practices that you're serving. And that said, in terms of education, we also have a real goal to stand as an educational and a thought leader to our clients. And so I'm very interested in connecting with you and seeing some of the messaging that you have that we can expose you to our client base and help grow dentistry together, as I said. So once again, exponential growth is the goal with Swell by standing out online, connecting conveniently, and then growing through the patient experience. I'm so honored to be here, and I look forward to chatting with you more. Thanks.